Oh, yeah!
Connecting to the internet!
No one makes a fool out of me! Get a load of this!
There's only one real Sonic.
Welcome to PlotholeBusters! Hi, I'm TV's Weide from the Weide. You may know me from many renowned projects like Sonic Dissected, Sonic in Minutes, and Sonic Chicks Too Hot for TV. And I was asked by the TrueSonicSpirit Channel to bust some plot holes. You see, thanks to many hilarious internet reviewers, our internet society is hypersensitive these days for looking for so-called plot holes in stories. In our epic quest to prove that irrelevant background details not adding up is a legit reason to hate an otherwise fine narrative, we seem to have forgotten that this search for plot holes was meant for fun and comedy's sake, and not for legit criticism. Enter PlotholeBusters, where we take a look at the plot holes you send in to us. Yes, you. Send in the plot holes you hate the most, or send your explanations to why something others consider a plot hole isn't one, and we'll ignore your suggestion and instead we'll use one of the other suggestions we also got. Sorry. According to Wikipedia, a plot hole is a gap or inconsistency in a storyline that creates a paradox in a story that cannot be reconciled with any explanation. So, based on that description, we judge plot holes if they A. are technically a plot hole, as in does it contradict the plot? B. Are there possible explanations? And C. Does this plot hole actually ruin the story, either as how it affects the larger plot or if it contradicts the point the writers try to make? Today's plot hole is brought in by the TrueSonicSpirit Channel themselves. We gotta start somewhere. And it is everyone mistaking Shadow for Sonic. In Sonic Adventure 2, everyone always confuses Shadow for Sonic. What a dumbasses. Well, okay, not everyone, just the News, Army, and Amy Rose. So,
Hey!
does this contradict the plot? No. They make a mistake and they realize their mistakes. Sometimes a couple of games late, but still. Whatever, the news and the government are acting on faulty and stupid information. Sounds pretty realistic to me. The only thing it might contradict is Amy's famed Sonic radar. Previous games joke that she can find Sonic anywhere, though that might just be a reverse animal and horror movie syndrome. You know, animals in horror movies always sense danger and flee early on. Maybe Amy just detects a disaster coming and is coming after that, assuming Sonic will eventually show up anyway. Also, as demonstrated by Amy immediately hugging who she thinks is Sonic right in the middle of an army base, Amy's not in a clear state of mind. For all she knew, there's a couple of soldiers and tanks about to shoot Sonic, and her suddenly hugging him distracts him from escaping death. She's clearly in an over-emotional state and not thinking things through. So therefore, it's easy to assume she would probably hug everything that looks even vaguely Sonic-shaped in this condition.
B. Explanations!
Why did eyewitnesses think Sonic robbed the bank? Well, Shadow's a pretty fast dude, so nobody could probably get a very good look, especially since he can use Chaos Control to escape as soon as he got the emerald. So yeah, fake hedgehog-shaped thing going very fast. We do see him clearly on the news, but of course that footage isn't available until after the manhunt already began, and people watching the news will probably realize something is going on. So if anything, this is just the news still working on old testimonies instead of re-evaluating the new footage. The news being that lazy, short-sighted, and stupid isn't a plot hole, it's tragic reality. As for UN, they never said exactly why Sonic's being arrested. Brought in for questioning as a potential suspect of someone who might know the actual bank robber criminal. Considering how few hedgehogs exist in this world, UN might be assuming every hedgehog that exists is closely related to Sonic. As for Amy, the sunlight might be blocking her view, or she just saw Shadow from a very far distance. As demonstrated in other games, she often starts running madly towards Sonic-shaped things from a far distance anyway.
C. Effect on the overall story.
None. Neither the news, GON, or Amy's Sonic recognizing skills are relevant. In fact, the whole story started because GON made a mistake in the past and accidentally killed a lot of innocent people on the Ark. So if anything, GON's stupid mistakes and insanity during the chase for Sonic perfectly tie into the main point of the story. It's foreshadowing their character flaws that end up being the very heart of the story. People make mistakes, forgive them. And Amy being the one standing between Shadow and GON, letting her make the very same mistake suddenly becomes poetic. Holy, a kitten is on a stick! This isn't a plot hole, this is art! Put it in a freaking museum! The only thing missing is that GON is never shown learning from their mistakes or being punished, although we have Shadow's game picking that loose end up. So, I consider this plot hole busted! In fact, I consider it art! So, that concludes today's plot art. Any plot hole that ruined the game for you, or a plot hole other people bringing up that annoys you, bring it in the comments and we'll bust it, or approve it if it's a very good one.